All right, guys, we have with us today Mr. Joe and Mrs. Rose Gigliotti. Now, Joe and Rose are looking to invest in an oceanfront condo right here at the Caribbean Resort. Now, we started out our search, and I want you to walk through our viewers with, your thought process in eliminating oceanfront condos. So, we obviously looked at a handful of different places. I think it was Saturday, right?
Yes, we looked Saturday. Just from our standpoint, and for families coming down, it was all about amenities. If the building allowed your guests to use those amenities, obviously here at the Caribbean, they do. That was a big draw for us. We're obviously going to go look at a few right now, but being a first-time investor, we want to be able to offer our families and the people that rent from us everything they can.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we went to how many different places? Maybe three different places.
3 different places.
One of them was the French place. What was it? Mason
Shore.
Something like that, yes. It was super cool. It was a great place for a second home and could be a great place for an oceanfront condo rental, except for that unit was, it didn't have a great view.
Correct.
Basically.
Parking lot view.
Parking lot view.
No money maker.
Yeah, it was not a money maker. And then now outside of that, we also went over to
Sand Dunes.
And now Sand Dunes is, again, it's one of my top 5s along with the Caribbean, but kind of walk me through your experience there.
Just needed a little bit more work than we were anticipating doing. Being from out of state, not here, being able to do the maintenance myself, just kind of looking for a turnkey, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Now, the resort as a whole compared to Caribbean, what makes you want to go with Caribbean over Sand Dunes?
For us, it was a little more about the aesthetics. It's a little cleaner looking building, a couple more pools, and again, the amenities, your guests could use all of them. You were not allowed to use the water park, and it was just a big draw.
Gotcha. Absolutely, Joe. Now, question for you. If you could give one piece of advice to another first-time investor that's on the edge of their seat, they've been thinking about this for a year or two, what would you say?
Come down and look at it. You don't know until you get here. Run the numbers, and you go from there.
Too simple, too easy, guys. You're hearing it right here from Joe and Rose at the Caribbean Resort. All right, guys, now I booked, I think maybe 10 different units or close to it. We were only able to get into 2 units here at the Caribbean out of 10, and it's basically October. Let's get in unit 622 right here at the Caribbean Resort. Guys, as you can see, a very well-designed unit. Look at the design work. Look at the colors. Look at that beautiful, look, check out the gold, as you can see. This is gonna pop. Look at those greens and blues. That's gonna pop on Airbnb when people are scrolling. Flat screen, again, that gold table. You'll notice that gold theme. We come into the kitchen, modern cabinetry, granite countertops, vanity, again with that gold, and then a tub shower combo, as you can see here. Now, we'll make it into the common area room. Again, keeping with the gold, you'll see the rim of that picture, the frame. See that gold, you did some black, the modern table chairs. Again, keeping with that gold theme. Beautiful, beautiful accent wall with a flat screen. As you can see here, the pillows really pop. Again, for the photos. On Airbnb, you want those poppy colors, those contrasting colors. And then when you stand out on this balcony, you're seeing sand and ocean right in front of you. That's what your guests are looking for. They're looking for oceanfront units. Again, you can see the amenities right here on site at the Caribbean. And that balcony is tiled, a very, very nice touch. This is a very well decorated unit. You want people to stop scrolling on Airbnb when they see the contrast in your photos. That's what you're looking for. All right, Joe, walk me through your thoughts on the Cayman building versus the Dominican building.
So for us, the Cayman building is the 2 and 3 bedroom units, a little bit more spacious. a little bit more room for the family to stretch their legs. Nothing wrong with the Dominican building. They're the 1-bedroom ones. Probably get a little bit more profit out of the 1-bedroom ones, but for us, we're looking for the 2-bedroom just to attract a little bit more families that have a little bit, maybe more kids, or maybe bring their grandparents with them to help them out and watch the kids while they go down by the tiki bar.
Sounds good. Now, you and I were talking off camera, and you mentioned to me that you did well this year in the stock market.
Yes.
Kind of share with us your thoughts as to why, even in spite of you doing well in the stock market, why are you investing in an oceanfront condo?
So for me, and everybody's different, I'm about a 28% gain this year in the stock market, but I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket as I look towards the future. This will appreciate more than my stock portfolio, even though I'm doing good. 10 years down the line, I'll make more money on this 2-bedroom unit than I will in the stock market.
Now, do you feel a lot safer investing in this versus the stock market?
For us, real estate's always been a safer investment, less volatile than the stock market.
And kind of work through, Joe, you had mentioned buying and selling other properties and the simple exit strategy of, hey, well, if this didn't work out for us, we're just going to put it on the market and sell it anyways. Kind of walk
Correct.
through that for, your first-time investor that might be, afraid to do this.
Yes.
Work through how you feel about it.
So for my wife and I, we actually had a small cabin up in the mountains in Pocono, PA. Didn't fit our budget and what we were doing. Turned around and sold it. No harm, no foul. Start over at square one. That's why we're down here. If we don't like it in a year or two, Brandon's going to sell it for us.
Come on, all day long.
More than what I pay for it.
Yeah, we're going to do our best to get it sold for top dollar for you. Now, yeah, go ahead.
It's just a risk you gotta want to step into. It's something you can sell. It's not an asset that you're going to lose money.
Now, Joe, speaking of that risk, what made you take this plunge? Were you sitting back, you had a bunch of extra cash in your account, and you're like, I need to do something with this, or?
So for us, it was just keep dumping into a retirement plan or into the stock market, and just wanted to diversify a little bit. And that's when I found your YouTube, and it's the real deal.
Yeah, it's the real deal all day long. You better believe it. We help investors just like you watching purchase all the time. Regular people, accredited investors, whether you're worth millions of dollars or only a few $100,000 and you want to get your hand at this, give me a call, send me a text message. It's 843-360-1737. No matter where you are in the process, guys, don't let fear hold you back. You hear investor after investor after investor say, you need to do this. Don't wait. I wish I would have done it sooner. You see them right here on the show say it all the time, guys.
Yep.
So pick up the phone and give us a call. All right, guys, I came here to show Joe properties. I booked like 9 or 10 units to show him, all 1-bedroom units. We couldn't get into any of them but 2. That's how busy the Caribbean is on September 30th. Come on, guys. That's a good problem to have. All right, so let's work through a cash scenario right here when purchasing a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom at the Caribbean Resort. Guys, that purchase price for Unit 920 was $227,000. Now, I pulled the gross rental income from Unit 1231. In 2023, a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, Unit 1231 did make an astounding $72,000 in gross rental income. Guys, a solid 1-bedroom pulls in 40 grand. A good 1-bedroom, a great 1-bedroom pulls in 53 grand. An exceptional 1-bedroom pulls in $72,000. So I've used that $72,000 figure just to show you the potential or the upside of what a 1-bedroom unit has done here at the Caribbean Resort. Now, guys, your Airbnb platform fee at 3% was $2,160. If you subtract the $2,160 from the $72,000 in gross rental income, you do have a subtotal of $69,840. Now, your taxes for Unit 920 were $3,770.16. Your cleaning services were $3,600. That is $120 per cleaning at 30 cleanings. Your excise tax was $565. Guys, excise tax. It's $145 base fee for your first $2,000 in gross rental income. Every $1,000 you make after that, you do have to pay $6. That is going to go to the city of Myrtle Beach for your short-term vacation rental business license. For a business license to operate that short-term vacation rental property right here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now, your local hospitality and accommodations tax, $2,160. Guys, it's 3%. It's 3% total. 1.5% goes to the city of Myrtle Beach, 1.5% to Horry County, and that's it for that. Now, your annualized HOA dues were only $8,496, which in my opinion, for all the amenities you have here at the Caribbean, is relatively cheap. Now, I will tell you that the last time the property sold was 2022, so you really don't have to expect the taxes to increase too much on this property. And electricity, internet, and pest control are included in the HOA fee, as well as exterior building insurance. Now, for everyone that's concerned about hurricanes, your exterior building insurance basically is covered in your HOA fee. Your HO6 covers the interior of the condo, that stud to stud inside. So you're covered both for the internal and for the external on the building. So guys, hurricanes are, they're routine history for oceanfront condo investors. It's part of doing business here. Same thing with special assessments. It's part of doing business here, guys. Now, yes, you don't want to buy a property that's got a bunch of special assessments, upcoming for all their major projects at that resort. You want to wait until the tail end of those projects are done. You need to get a solid and professional broker that will check into the meeting minutes for you of whichever resort that you choose to purchase in, to make sure that you're doing your due diligence and you're not buying something you're going to get hit with a ton of fees on. Give me a call, 843-360-1737. I'd like to be that broker for you. All right, so let's talk through depreciating this 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit here at the Caribbean Resort. Guys, at a $227,000 purchase price and being able to depreciate short-term rentals over 39 years, that gives you a taxable income deduction annually of $5,820.51. Now, for all you high-income earners, you can do cost segregation studies. Get with a CPA that specializes in them and do them on your oceanfront condo. You could be writing off as much as $30,000 in a given year. So let's work through appreciation right here at the Caribbean Resort for these 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom units. Guys, if you'd have purchased the average 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom in 2014, you'd have paid $122,028 for it. Now you fast forward to 2024, that same unit's running $218,518. Guys, that's $96,490 in appreciation. That's $9,600 a year on average you are appreciating. On top of the annual profits, on top of the income deductions for your taxes. I mean, man, the benefits are numerous. Guys, you gotta trust me. You made it to the end of the video, but you need to click the video that's on your screen right now to hear how Matt Freeze makes $15,000 to $30,000 a year in annual profit off each of his 8 Myrtle Beach Oceanfront condos. That's over $180,000 in average annual profits right there in passive income each and every year. Click the screen now.